Furry art can be hard to come by sometimes, and it would suck if the fandom basically had a price tag to join. While you can't do everything for free, there are still some ways to participate in the fandom that won't cost you any money. Hey everyone, I'm Soren, and welcome back to Furry 101, the series where I teach you how to be a member of the Furry Fandom. Today, we'll be going over how to get furry art for free! If you haven't watched last week's video, I'd recommend checking it out, since this is basically the DLC to that video. Now, before we begin, please hear me out. If you can afford to commission an artist, please do. This greatly supports the members and artists of our community, and you'll get more control over how exactly the commission turns out. But I understand if you can't afford to commission an artist at the moment. Whether it's because you're too young to make online purchases, or you simply don't have the money to spend on it, there are still some alternatives. So let's get started. If you can't buy your own furry art, you're left with two options. You can either make it yourself, or you can look for people offering free art. If you choose to make it yourself, there are plenty of ways to do it, and they're all relatively simple. The first and easiest thing you should do is to look for free art templates or free line art. Free templates are pieces of art that the artist has partially completed. It kind of resembles what you would see in a coloring book. This is also how people commonly end up with their first ref sheet. When you find one of these, make sure that the artist has given explicit permission for people to use it. You can either print out the free template and color it in traditionally, or download the template file and input it into a digital drawing program. From there, it's pretty simple. Just color in the line art and make sure it resembles your character or fursona. Just a warning, but these can sometimes look pretty similar to Your Character Here templates that artists make and sell. Be sure not to confuse the two of them, since you have to pay for YCH artwork. And if you're sharing the edited free template, make sure to always credit the original artist who made the line art. Another more straightforward way in making your own furry art is to learn the basics of drawing it. I'd recommend checking out a few tutorials and videos for learning how to draw furry art if you plan to go this route. I'll link some videos that helped me learn to draw the basics in the description. Now, let's say that you've developed your drawing skills pretty well. Another way to get free furry art from other artists is by participating in an art trade. An art trade is exactly what it sounds like. You and another artist agree on what both of you will draw and make art of each other's character. You can check to see if an artist is accepting art trades in their bio. When you and an artist discuss the logistics of an art trade, sometimes they'll specifically state the level of quality they'd like. But sometimes, an artist will allow a younger or less experienced artist to participate in an art trade. Now, I get that not all of our art skills are at the same level, and not everyone has the time to devote to practicing and improving their art. Not to worry, because there's still free ways to get furry art that don't require you to draw at all. Thankfully, the furry fandom is full of generous people who offer art requests. When an artist is accepting art requests, it means that for a limited time, an artist will draw your character free of charge. The artist will typically announce when they're accepting art requests through a social media post, and all you have to do is comment a reference sheet of your fursona. Artists sometimes offer these because they're looking to practice their own art, or they're looking to spread some goodness in the community. This isn't a guaranteed way to get furry art, since the artist might not choose your character, or you commented after they're done accepting requests. But hey, a chance at getting free art is better than none at all. Now, just because someone has offered free art requests in the past, that doesn't mean you can go up to them and ask, "Can I has free art please, ooh woo?" Yeah, don't do that. They're kind enough to be offering them at all, so don't abuse their generosity. Another way that artists offer free art is through art raffles. Art raffles are usually done as a form of celebration for an artist reaching a certain milestone. Or sometimes they're just done for fun, like if it's a seasonal art raffle. Art raffles are fairly similar to art requests. All you have to do is follow all the instructions on the raffle post that the artist made for an entry. Most raffles on social media involve you having to follow the artist, share the raffle post, and possibly comment with a reference image of your character. But of course, the rules will be different for each individual raffle, so make sure to read all the rules, or your submission may not be counted. And after a certain time period or on a specified date, a winner will be chosen from all the people who entered the raffle, and that person will win some free furry art. To reiterate, this still isn't a guaranteed way to get furry art, but again, it's a chance to get some. One thing to mention for art raffles specifically is that you shouldn't be entering the same raffle multiple times with different social media accounts. This is just a common courtesy thing, since it makes the raffle unfair for other people. An important note about any method of getting free art is that you shouldn't ever rush the artist. When an artist is offering free art, they usually put them on the back burner and focus on finishing paid art commissions first. The people who paid for their art get priority. If you won free art from a raffle or an artist accepted your art request, don't constantly nag them to get it done. They didn't even have to offer free art at all, so the least you can do is be patient. I still highly recommend that you commission an artist if possible, but I understand if this just isn't an option for you at the moment. Furry art isn't exactly a financial priority, so I wouldn't advise that you spend all your income on just furry art. Did you find this video helpful? And have you ever tried one of these methods before? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see some more helpful furry content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see ya!